So get it from the full attack. I hit a high crotch, he stuffs my head in, I drop. As soon as you get here, start wrestling. As soon as you kind of get down in that position, start wrestling. This is why I don't like this hand under the, I don't like that position. We're gonna go from the head outside. Again, jamming the head with our hips, and then down and away. All right. Good wrestlers are gonna drop though. They're not gonna stay up. They're not gonna stay up here. They're gonna go drop down near my ankle when I do this. All right. So now we're gonna start thinking about a different type of defense because he's head outside, head's outside. He's on his knee. He's already hit his knee. Again, I'm jamming my hip just to create some space, taking my leg back. But when I take my leg back, he's not going to stay up here. Yeah, he's dropping way down by my ankle. All right, you see how that starts to lock my knee out? All right, so before this happens, we got to be able to like keep the knee, we got to be able to keep the foot planted. So jam it, head goes down. I feel him drop, I'm going here. All right, now I can't stay here because he's going to come up. All right, the first thing I'm starting to think about is that far ankle, this one. Because if he starts to come up, I can start putting some weight on his head, right? And look at the position of it. I want to be tight because I don't want to be like in front of him like this, because he'll come up right here. See that? So I got to kind of have this angle with my body, like my hips are still in. I'm trying to like extend my legs so there's weight on his head, and I'm just grabbing his laces right here. All right, it puts weight on his head and it keeps all the weight up here. All right, if he's got his weight kind of sitting back on his heels, well now he can just get his head out of it. So it's a different position. So you want to like really pay attention to keeping the weight up here. And so it's all forward going into the ground up here. All right, so we're going to just start here. Let's play around with this. Get to here, grab the laces, and I'm going to kick over his head. So my left leg is going to go towards you, Zach. All right, which way am I going to face if my left foot goes that way? I'm facing that way, so which way am I going to face if I kick? Yeah, I'm going to face that way. All right, and now he's going to start to square up. So it's going to start to kind of look like this kind of scrambling position. Yeah. The big thing though, high crotch, right, is head outside, head inside. We've been primarily doing head inside defense. This is almost the same thing. All right, jam. As soon as I start stuffing, he drops, I turn. All right, ankle, and look at this. It's this hand grabbing. All right, not this one. All right, I want all the weight from here, this part of my body, kind of draped over him. And now my left leg is going to kick over his head. God, I can't go the other way, right? I can't kick right. I have to kick over his head. And now he squares up and start to think about just dropping to that leg again. This thing. Look for your finish. Let's play around with the position. I think it's worth kind of spending time here because even if he's like in a head inside single here, when I start to stuff, he'll probably drop. Good wrestle right there. And if I don't know what to do and I just kind of do this, he's coming up because there's no weight on him. And it's going to be easy. It's going to be an easy finish for him. All right. So if there's no weight, finish. He's through. Easy finish. Easy finish. So number one, offensively, you're going to learn how to kind of take advantage when there's no weight on you, when you get in these like positions where you feel it looks bad, right? You don't want to think like this is a bad position because you can actually still finish it. All right? And then defensively, you got to think about pressure again. Where's the pressure going? On his head. And it happens with the foot, it happens with anchoring in with that far ankle. All right? Any questions? Got anything to add?
No, that's perfect.
I just want you guys to kind of keep an open mind there, because that does happen. It's not always going to be where when I take it back and he stays, stay up, and he stays up here in the big part of my leg. Good wrestlers going to drop. They don't want to be right here. They don't want to fight my hips right here. So they're gonna drop right there. And if I don't know the defense, like if he starts to start to finish, and I go wizard, shin wizard, what starts to happen, Justin? If I try and go shin wizard right here, these are that rubber knee position, and you can't defend this anymore. Like, it's a bad position. So the first place you go is not the shin wizard. And I know it's almost like a safety for a lot of us. I do it a lot because it's just kind of there. You got to think about pressure and head position. Breaking your opponent's head position and keeping pressure in the right spots. All right? Any questions? Let's play around with this. And then we'll probably add maybe one more thing. There's a lot of wrestling in there, actually, when they drop down here. It's a good position defensively. You want them to go down there. I don't necessarily want them here, because if I make one little mistake with my hips, if I take a little bit of pressure off, it gives him the position to finish. Right? So you kind of want them down here. I think good wrestlers stay down by here when they start to feel like they're going to get stuck. Right? So let's play around with this, and then we will add one more. We get it going live again. All right? All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2.